What the hell do I say for this one? I'm not really sure how to interpret this question. This is going to be a difficult one to answer. Do I really want to put myself out there answering this question? I have got a huge stack of books in front of me because today I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of if my coloring books have personalities. This was started by Allie, Color Mama 360, and I've watched so many videos and I've been in love with hearing what my fellow friends on YouTube, what they think about these questions. In particular, Karen from My Colorful Country Live. Girlfriend, I had such a blast watching your video answering these prompts, these questions, and also Lauren from Lauren Reed Color. So I have agonized over these questions and I think I've narrowed it down. The format I'm going to use for this video is I'm going to show you the books to answer the question, and I'm also wanting to share my favorite page in the book, whether I have colored in it or not. So let me move all of these, good grief, there's so many books, to the side. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Tara. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm very new to adult coloring, but I'm not new to art. I've been an artist for almost 30 years. I'm going to put some images on the screen. This is the first time we're hanging out, so you can kind of see my vibe. The way I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to say what the questions are. I believe there's 19. I know I've got everything written down. Your girl is trying to be prepared. So let's turn to a March. So I have got my list of 19 questions. And as we go through them, I'm going to answer the question and share why I chose this particular book. And I also want to share my favorite page, whether I completed a page and it's my favorite completed page, or just my favorite page in the book. We are going to have so much flipping fun. If you love chatty style videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and let's jump straight into it. You ready? Question number 1, the stress inducer. Friends, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, there is one book in particular that is jumping out at me, and it is Lulu's House of Wonder by Lulu Mayo. I've not completed anything. Oh, that's not true. Okay, so I did complete the title page. I am just not drawn to this book. Like I started, never finished this page. I am going to finish this page because I did ask you guys if you want to see how I save a page, because I really hate this page. So I am going to finish it. So why does this book stress me out so much? They're stinking cute. I think because I really don't know how to color pages like this, because they're so cartoonish and I am not drawn to pages like this. So why the hell did I buy it? Why did I buy this book if I'm not flipping drawn to it? Well, because I felt like maybe I would be drawn to it if I gave it a chance, because everybody's got this book. Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't know, friends. Just looking at this book really stresses me out. And Karen, what was so interesting, definitely watch Karen's video if you missed it. But you chose this book for a different question, and I'm not going to give it away. So if you haven't watched Karen's video, go watch it, because like we are opposites. We're polar opposites with this. Like, this is such a cute page. Yeah, I just don't know what it is that I just am stressed, super anxious about this. The paper feels like it would be magnificent for so many different things, but I did not have fun with my Ohuhu paper-friendly markers. Why did I not use alcohol markers? I don't know, because I got these Ohuhu paper-friendly markers, then I came over the top with the ChromaFlows, and I hate it. I hate it. So my favorite page in this book, because I did say I was going to share one of my favorite pages. Friends, is it wrong to say I don't really like any of these pages? What is wrong with me? I'm trying to narrow it down to one. I know I did a flip through of this book. I almost want to go back and see what did I say my top 5 pages were. Because I am not drawn to any of these flipping pages at all. And I don't know why. If I had to narrow it down, I mean, there's owls, so there's that. I do love owls. I would probably say this page, probably because of the black behind it. And at least there's like a theme to it because it's the Halloween page. I'm not drawn to these illustrations, but I do really like that owl. I'm going to have to challenge myself really hard with this one. And maybe I'm just being too hard on myself because I'm such a realist thinking I need to do something fantastic, because I have seen amazing renditions of this book. Amazing. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to produce anything anywhere close to that level of amazing in this book. But I would say I would choose this one. So that is my answer to the Stress Inducer, is Lulu's House of Wonder by Lulu Mayo. Question number 2, the Dark and Moody. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is probably one of my favorite categories. And why do I not have enough books with this? So this was kind of an easy choice because I don't really have dark and moody books. So my answer to this question is Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanis. If you caught my confessions tag, one of the tags, I forget which one it is, for having to say what your top 5 books are, I chose this as number 1. I don't know if this is number 1 at this current moment because I have so many books and I feel like we're going to kind of ebb and flow with that. But without a doubt, this book, and I'm just going to do kind of quick flips of these books. I do have a dedicated flip, and this was one of the funniest ones I think I've ever done. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am very, very drawn to this book. Even though I don't know anything about fairy tales, I love this book. And I don't need to know what the fairy tales are. The book is just stunning. Kirby does such an incredible job with the way that he's depicting the story. So I have started a page in here and it's almost done. It's a buddy color that I'm doing with my friend Jana. And it is, I know it's coming. Like, I love this double page, even though it's not a double page. So it is, where is it at? I mean, it's just gorgeous. Such a gorgeous flipping book. Did I pass it? Where? Oh, here it is. I can't look at this without grinning. I have a huge smile on my face. Why wouldn't I? This daggone tornado is tearing the shit up. Not that that's funny or humorous if it's actually happening in real life, but I had so much fun coloring this, and your girl used gouache. The paper took it like a flipping champ. And I was a little bit worried because this is such an incredible page, and I was heavy, wet into wet. Hardly you can notice it at all. I'm so drawn to this, and this was one sitting. I mean, you could almost say it's done because it looks great, but I'm going to come back in, and I haven't decided if I'm going to use pencils on top of this or if I'm going to just do more water mediums on top, like put another layer in. I love my color scheme. This page, I had so much fun coloring it. But if I had to choose a favorite, and I have so many, there's so many pages in here that I want to color, it would be, I love this one so much. This one. I am so flipping drawn to this. And I talked about this before. There's blood. I got my blood in the book. It's so fitting. So she's like alive and happy, and then she's withering away and she's turning to dust. And this makes me think of Ghost in the Graveyard, a game that my cousins and I used to play as kids. Were we just super weird? Have you ever heard about this game? We didn't actually go to graveyards, did we? I don't think we did. We didn't go to graveyards, but we just pretended we were in graveyards. So I would want to approach this one like that. It's a night scene and just make it so flipping fun. Without a doubt, I'm using water mediums. I am in love with water mediums. Maybe I would even do some granulating watercolors in the sky in the background. I just am so drawn to his illustrations. It's so inspirational. I know a lot of my friends are not drawn to like dark or scary things. I am. I want to color skulls. Why not? So that is my answer to number 2. The Dark and Moody is Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanis. Question number 3, The Paper Snob. Okay, this was a very hard question to answer. So I actually have 3. Okay, and then I think I'm going to narrow it down to the top one, but I'm going to show you my 3 options. Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederho-Oberg, Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolli, and Vibrant Wilds by Sarah Renee Clark. So I want to talk about why, the reason behind why these 3 books. Let's start with Vibrant Wilds. So first of all, this is some of the thickest, if not the thickest paper I've ever felt, ever. And this paper can take anything, absolutely anything. Where is it at? So this double page spread that I started is every marker I own, including the zigs, which bleed through everywhere, and no issues. You can't feel it. In some books, 0 issues, and I stinking love this page. In a lot of books, you can feel the markers. In particular, I'm thinking Johanna Basford's books. She does say to use pencils. Johanna Basford does say to use pencils. You cannot feel them, and I love a marker. This is a book that I would just go to town with, coloring, drinking my dry red, sitting in the dark in my bed and coloring, which is what I like to do. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've thrown Neocolor 2s. This is several washes of it. 0 warp. Like, I thought it was warping at first. You just sandwich it and it's perfect. 0 issues with bleed through. Then your girl went heavy into wet. I used granulating watercolors, the heaviest I've ever used it. No issues. These are Tombos. No issues. The page feels just as flat as this one. It's magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. This is my issue, not the paper. You cannot tell touching this that you used water on the other side. So that's my first choice, is Vibrant Wilds by Sarah Renee Clark. Next is Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolli. I am team hardcover books, and it's interesting I picked all hardcover books. So her paper is glorious. It's smooth, but it can take anything, I feel like. One of the things I love to do the most is to use water-based mediums. So this was Albrecht Dürer's, and look at this paper. And the thing of it is, it's not just this book. It would also be Universe. I have her Universe book, and it's magnificent. So there is a little bit of warp, but I was so heavy, and I had a clip on this. I could iron this and even it out. It just takes the mediums so beautifully. I was heavy into wet on this. I even threw salt at this, and it's glorious. Then I've got this page. I can't look at this without smiling either. This is Albrecht Dürer's also, and heavy into wet, and then pencils in some areas over the top. So many layers, and it's just glorious. I'm not going to have any issues coloring this illustration. I'm also a fan of the color of the paper because it's not white. So I definitely love, love, love her paper. And I'm going to give you my top page in the one that I choose to be the top one out of these three. And then the last option for this category, and you're damn right, I can choose more than one, is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederholt Oberg. Now, there's some caveats with this. First off, like, it's so thick. It's so thick. It's also not stark white. There's like, it's a little bit off white. The paper is super smooth. It took Tombo's 0 issues on the other side. The reason I decided to include this book, because I will say I've only colored now, well, I started 2 pages, nothing is done, but so many of my friends hate the paper in this book, saying that it just doesn't take mediums really well because it's so smooth. And I know Karen, once again, beautiful Karen, My Colorful Country Life, did a whole video on what pencils work the best. Definitely go check out her video on that if you missed it. The reason I chose it, you ready for this? Is because of this page. Oh my flipping word, my beautiful friends. This is all gouache. Well, it's watercolor and gouache. I'm mixing them together. That's the secret to this book. If you don't want to deal with pencils, just use your daggone water-based mediums. Do you see what I was able to do with this sky? So many layers of paint. 0 issues. You would never know I used watercolor. As I was working on this paper, I almost felt like I was using hot-pressed watercolor paper. It was so enjoyable. And I love using water-based mediums in any book. I'm going to try it. Dare I say this, this might be the best for what I was able to do with this very, very thickly applied paint, but lots of different washes. I did film this, so stay tuned for that, because I want to share that we can push our books to the max, that we can draw and create things and just bust through the fears if we have any fears related to that. I am in an Instagram group that Lauren from Lauren Reed Color started, and it's all about this book, Fairy Tales and Folklore. Go find her on Instagram if you want to join. But this is the page that was chosen for March, and I'm almost done with it. And I think I'm going to just, this was one sitting. Lots of layers. I'm blow drying the page in between, and I busted through this. It might have been 45 minutes or an hour. How in the hell am I going to color a page that quick if I'm not using a water-based medium? I don't know, but I'm going to use watercolor and gouache for the rest of it. I thought about using Albrecht Dürer's, but why? I'm just going to use gouache. Gouache and watercolor. I am in flipping love. In love with this. So, out of these 3 books, oh man, now I don't know. Okay, we can eliminate Fairy Tale Worlds. I love this book. If you love using any mediums and you love fairy tales or you don't even know what they are, get this book. I want to color in this book every day, but the category is the Paper Snob. And this is really good, okay? So that's Fairy Tale Worlds. So if it's between Vibrant Wilds and Fairy Tales and Folklore, let's just do it, friends. Let's flipping do it. They are both so daggone good. This is such a hard decision because this heavy into wet. Can I have a tie? Friends, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my goodness, it's both of them. I think I'm going to have to go with Sarah Renee Clark's Vibrant Wilds. I think I'm going to have to, because I've used so many different things, markers, pencils. This is very, very hard decision. I think it's going to have to be this book. You can't beat the paper. You just can't beat this paper. It takes anything. And it's so thick. If you really want to use water-based mediums, you have got to get this book. So I will do a quick flip and then show you my top page. I will say, if we're going just for illustrations, I probably, out of these three, my favorite is Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Tripoli. But if we're talking about this book and my favorite spread, that is stinking super cute. I love the lights. Not as drawn to the way that she does cats. Way too dizzying. This is giving off travel series vibes. Let's see. I really like this page. I've seen Sarah color that, and it's magnificent. I'm not into the ornamental. If you know me, then you know. I'm definitely not into this at all. Don't really like the squirrels either. I do like the leaves. That's why I started it. Oh, I forgot I had started this. I think this was all Prismas, and it's glorious. I like the jellyfish. I'm not into words. This is a super, super cute page. So my favorite page in the book is this one. I love birds. This is a page that we could go to town with the watercolor and gouache and just do the entire page with that and put the clouds back there like I did in the other book. I love these flowers. It's super cute. The birds are super cute. Yeah, I definitely want to color this, and I feel like I want to color this right now because spring is in the air, isn't it? Yeah, so this is my answer. Vibrant Wilds for the Paper Snob. Question number 4, too scared to touch. I want to give a special shout out to all of my members of the Tarot Arts Squad. I flipping love you guys. I'm going to put you on the screen. I want you to know how much you mean to me, how appreciative I am to have you as part of the tribe. If you would like to learn more information on how you can become a member, you can click the join button below. I also have it linked in the show notes. Another way you can support my channel is by simply liking, sharing, and commenting on the video, coming to my live streams, tagging me on Instagram. I just flipping love you guys. I want to hang out with you as much as possible. Thank you for being here on this journey with me. Thank you to all of my members. I flipping love you guys so much. 2 books that really jumped out at me. So I'm going to just tell you what they both are, but I'm only going to go really into the one that I chose as the top because it's a pretty clear winner. So the first is Dream Voyage by Mel Pomeni. And I do have other books of hers, and I completed a page in another one. But this book in particular, I don't understand any of it. It is like wild looking. Lots of swirls and circles and weird things. And it's intimidating to look at it because things are just, it's so flipping busy. It's so busy. I have seen this page colored, I think, beautifully before. And the page that I did in one of her other books, I loved it. I had a great time doing it. So why is this book in particular? I don't know, but that's the first option. And the second is Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. This might come as a surprise because so many of my friends love this book. And you know I'm an artist, right? Maybe that's why I am too scared to touch this book, because it's all grayscale. I have never colored a grayscale illustration before. So between both of these books, the one that's going to win is Wildflower Folk. I'm going to just have to rip the Band-Aid off and just color something to get rid of this fear that I have. Why the hell am I afraid? And I've heard the paper is great because this is from Blue Angel Publishing. Lauren, I think you said any books that by that publisher are great. I'm just so intimidated by the grayscale. Like, I kind of wish it was just flat and I could do it myself. Like, Tom wants me to color this because we love to dance. He's like, I'm going to buy you that outfit. Yeah, they're beautiful illustrations, but everything is on here, even the highlight there. Like, what do you do? I've seen so many people do colored pencil, alcohol markers. And I don't think I've seen a page that didn't look awesome. But I am just too scared to touch this book. So yeah. How are we going to get through this, friends? If you choose one of these on a live stream, then your girl will do it, because I do a lot of firsts on the live streams. I love portraits. I love painting portraits and coloring portraits, but I have never done a grayscale before. So that is my answer for Too Scared to Touch is Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. Question number 5, Old Reliable. Without a doubt, my beautiful friends, can you guess? Can you guess what I'm going to say? It's Small Victories by Johanna Basford. Not only is this a little book, it's not square, but I can get over that. But this is a book. I just picked this up when I just want, not that page, when I just want to just feel happy. I want to just enjoy myself. I'm sitting in bed and I just want a quick little win. I'd use this as a test book, a head-to-head battles, trying different mediums. I have colored so many pages. I think this is the book I've colored the most in. Not that I necessarily have completed pages, just the book that I've colored the most in. I know I have at least one completed page in here. I've done a lot of filming of this book. Yeah, this was all my different marker tests. That test went great. Oh, these are my water mediums. Look at how gorgeous. You can feel it though. Like her paper, just a little bit of ghosting. She tells you don't do it. There's a completed page. That was my first completed page in this book. I love this. Love that. That is a video up on the channel. Different head-to-head battles. I love this book so much. It's so reliable to me. Your girl bought a second copy. I have not colored anything in this book yet. So that is my answer. Oh, what is my favorite page in here? That's what I said I was going to talk about. I think it's this page. This page makes me smile. I'm so happy when I look at this page. This page taught me that I can color things that don't make sense, like turtles. You know, they don't have leaves on them and flowers. And I can just have fun. So I chose a color palette and just leaned into it. So many layers, and I'm in love. I'm in love. So that's my favorite page in Small Victories, and that is my answer to Old Reliable. Question number 6, One Page Wonder. This was a hard question to answer, and I wasn't exactly sure what it meant, even though I have watched other videos related to this, but I feel like everyone's kind of interpreting it differently. So I'm looking at this as like a book that I only completed one page in, because a one-page wonder, I don't have any books that there's only one page in it that I want to color. And I don't have any books that I just saw a page and I bought a book because there was just one page I want to color, because I like to be surprised. I don't like looking at flip throughs of books until after I get the book. And we do a flip through for the first time together. So for one page wonder, I chose Enchanted Earth by Mel Pomeni. I have one page in here that I completed. I basically started and finished this almost entirely on the live stream, and it's all gouache. Did I granulate this gouache? I think I did. I think we made our own granulating gouache. And then I used all ChromaFlows and a little bit of sparkle. The paper took it really well because I was heavy into the wet into wet. And yeah, this is the only page that I have colored. And when I'm looking at some of the others, there are other pages that I want to color in this book. I'm very drawn to this because of the vignettes of the seasons. I'm not drawn to that. That's overwhelming. I'm very drawn to the map. That's pretty. That looks like the functional medicine tree, so I'm kind of drawn to that. Let's go from the back of the book. I do have a dedicated flip through of this book. This is a very pretty page. I'd have to turn that upside down to color that one. I don't like coloring upside down. This is the scary page to me. I know it's an owl and I love owls, but it's just weird. I'm very drawn to this page. So, like, I can see me coloring several pages in this book. I really like the pumpkin page too. So you have one page wonder because I've only colored one page, but now that I'm looking at this page again, I definitely want to color this because look, there's multiple snails. Your girl has a thing for snails, lots of animals, and it's an artist palette. So I love that. And all of these brushes. I love brushes. So that is my answer for One Page Wonder is Enchanted Earth by Mel Pomeni. Question number 7, Secret Shame. I didn't really know how to interpret this either. So it's a coloring book you buy and you're embarrassed about, or yeah, I mean that's one way to look at it, but then I'm interpreting this as I feel shame. Not that I'm ashamed I have the book, but I feel shame because I'm not coloring in it. So that's how I interpreted my secret shame. Is Hannah Carlson's Seasons loosely translated. This is the Dutch version. I bought this book because Hannah is our featured artist and I love her. And I am not picking up this book. And I specifically wanted this because it's a seasons book. I have one completed page in here and I'm in love with it. And her paper, I know I already chose for the best paper. This is pastels, and I've used water mediums in her books, all different kinds of water mediums, different kinds of things, and it takes it all beautifully. I love her paper. I'm in love with this. Why am I not coloring in this book? Oh, I forgot. I did start the title page when I was in bed drinking one night. There's a dedicated flip of this too. I am ashamed. I'm ashamed that I am not picking up this book. Why am I not picking up this book? This is so cute. This would be great for spring. I could just go to town with my gouache and then get her done. They're stinking cute. Yeah, I'm embarrassed, friends. I am very embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Yeah. My favorite page in this book, I don't know why I'm not picking it up. I do have a lot of books, so is that why? I like that page. There's so many pages in this book I love. Part of me feels like it's more of an autumn book versus the other seasons. Like I can see I'm going to want to color this for sure in the fall, or at least when the fall is on its way. Like I had so many pages flagged for a Christmas page. This one I was really drawn to, but then it just sits on the shelf, very drawn to that page. It sits on the shelf and I don't do anything. So my favorite page in the book, I'm going to say it's this double page spread. I had this flagged multiple different times. I love doing animals. It's a Christmas page, so it can be like super happy. Yeah, there's so many pages I want to color, but I'm just not grabbing the book. So that is my answer to the secret shame is Hannah Carlson's Seasons book. Question number 8, wishful thinker. Okay, I interpreted this question as me buying a book because I was hoping I was going to be inspired to color it, but I'm not. So that is Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Why the hell did I buy this book? I'll tell you why. I bought this book because so many of my friends colored in this book. You have this as project books. And I want to love this, okay? I want to be good at coloring pages like this. But if I am being completely honest, I am so intimidated by these pages. They're so intricate. So intricate. It would take me forever to color something like this. I'm not going to be able to use water mediums in this book to do these tiny little scenes. I'm very drawn to this book. I want to color it. So like maybe I would start here, just like with one shelf, but even the shelf, look at how many things you got to do. It's a lot. I love this spread. Am I ever going to color this? I'm wishing that I would. Not this. Your girl's never coloring that. Yeah. I don't even think I've actually flipped through this book. I think I did a really quick flip, and you have not seen that video yet when I was doing a quick flip of lots of different books because I was just overwhelmed. Flipping overwhelmed. I'm very drawn to this page. I really like clothes. Never coloring this one. I've seen this page colored so many times so beautifully. Yeah, am I ever doing this? Probably not. It's too much. There's too much going on. And like something like this, if I do it like I'm coloring metal, it could be fun, but look at how tiny everything is. I'm overwhelmed. Like there's a snail. Why am I not coloring this? Overwhelmed. That being said, like these would be great little test pages too. Holy shit. Look at this page. I don't think I have flipped through this book. Holy cow, I don't think I have. Would I ever color this? No. What the hell? There's so many things. There's too many things. Yeah, I really like this because it's simple. I might start there. I might start there. Yep. So my favorite page, I don't think I can have a favorite page right now, friends. Holy cow. Holy cow. My favorite page is a tie between this double page spread and this double page spread. It's interesting that I picked this one as one because there's so much going on, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So if I just approach these pages where I only have to do this one day, or maybe I do like the fish one day, I don't see me ever coloring this and filming it at the same time, because then I'm not going to do it. It's just going to take too long. It's going to be a video that's like 18 hours long. So this is my answer to Wishful Thinking is Johanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. Question number 9, Honeymoon Phase. This was also a hard one to choose an answer for, because my understanding of this is a book that I just recently got that I'm kind of like still in love with. Well, so many of my books are new because I'm new to coloring. So if I had to choose, it's going to be, because this is my most recent edition, is Mine Writes Dirch Asian by Rita Berman. I just picked this book up like a week ago. I am team square books and small books. And I love Rita. I love this book. And I will say her other books that I have, I colored in every one of her books. That's not true, Jana, because you sent me a book. But you sent me, I believe it was Hidden Oceans, but not, you sent me the German edition. So I have colored in Hidden Oceans, just not that version of it. But this is the only book of hers that I have not colored in. All the other books I colored in as soon as I got it. And I believe Rita, it was a tie between Rita and Johanna Basford were the two illustrators whose books I bought first. And I colored in Rita's book right away. So this is the one I have not colored in because I'm so in love with it. I don't want to color in it yet. I love this book so much. I did share a quick flip of this also in my Sunday Vibes last week when I did like a mini haul and a quick flip. So my favorite page in this is every single page. I love this book. I absolutely love this book. I love this because they look like stickers. Let's go from the back. I know that there was one that I said, this is my favorite. Like, this is magnificent. Both pages. This is magnificent. It just makes me want to travel. It makes me happy to look at this. It's like when you first get together with someone and you're just like that. That is how I am with this flipping adorable book. I'm totally infatuated, in love with this book. I love that dragon. I just love every single page I want to color. Every single page. Can I pick a top page? I don't know. I love them all. I'm so happy looking at this book. Oh, I love this. I love this daggone dog. And it's got an owl, a dog, a bike. What is not to love? Is that my favorite page? I love the elephant, and this is magnificent. Wow. I know I did that flip, but it's like I'm seeing it for the first time. Oh, I'm just in love with this book. I love this double page spread. Just makes me so happy. What is my favorite page, friends? Do you have this book? Do you want to buddy with me? Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Every single page is just like blowing me away. Oh, it's just so stunning. I love this double page spread. Maybe it isn't a double page spread. This is stunning. Oh, it just makes me so flipping happy. I'm just so happy. I'm going to start crying. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm just in love. So magnificent. Okay, it's a tie or it's close between this page. It just makes me, looking at that page, I can almost cry because I'm so happy. But I think I am going to pick Do you know which one I'm going to pick, friends? This one. I love this dog. I love this bird. They've got a bike. They've got vegetables. They're going shopping. Yeah, I'm in love with this. I think this is a forever book that is going to have a honeymoon because I'm never going to fall out of infatuation with this flipping book. So that is my answer for my honeymoon phase is Mine Right Durch Asien. Question number 10, midnight snack. So I've seen this interpreted a couple of different ways also, like a book that you can start and finish something really quickly. But that's not how I'm interpreting this. I'm interpreting this as a book that you grab late at night that you just like have to, like you're craving something, because that's what I think of as a midnight snack. So you're doing it in the dark, you're in bed, right? And you're having a little bite size of something. You're never going to guess what I chose for this. Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. This is a relatively new book. At the time of filming this, my flip through just went up on the channel with this book. You're definitely going to want to check that out if you haven't yet. The reason I chose this book is because your girl started and finished 3 pages in bed the same day. Using boomers. You're damn right I did. The first is this one. I love it so much. I love this page so much. So I look at this as I just, want to relax. It's late. Maybe I don't want a whole meal. Go with me on this train of thought for a second. When I started this, I wasn't thinking I had to finish it. Kind of like I just want a little taste of something. But then it was so good, I just had to have more. And then you stay up later. So that's what this page is to me. Same with this. I think I did this page first. And I was loving it so much. I did this one. And then I was like, I'm having way too much fun. I need to do another one. And I did this page all in the same night. And all woomers and just some sparkle. So yes, if I want to just have fun in bed, coloring something, I'm going to grab this book and I'm going to just tell myself what I did with the other ones. Tara, you just have to do this bee. Or why don't you just have a little taste and just do this one or this little flower, and the next thing you know, it's the next day. And I am just so happy. I'm tired, but super happy. So my favorite page in this book, without a doubt, I love so many pages in this book, is this double page spread. One of these is a buddy color with you, Debbie, and I don't remember which page, and I got to get cracking because March is almost over. I look at this and all I want to do is color. It's stunning. Who is not going to want to color snails? And this is the Nana. She is the queen. I'm just so happy. I love, 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 love this. So when I think of a midnight snack, maybe I just want to do this one. So that is my answer to the midnight snack is Rita Berman's Hidden Earth. Question number 11, seasonal obsession. The seasonal obsession. There were 2 that really stuck out to me. So the first would be my Merry Christmas book by Hannah Carlson. I love this book. So if I'm interpreting this question as it's a book that has to do with one season, then it would be this. But that's not how I'm interpreting this question. I'm interpreting this question as what season's book is my seasonal obsession? Without a shadow of a doubt, friends, do you know what I'm going to pick? Our 2026 project book, Hidden Seasons. This is the English edition and this is the German edition. Look at the size difference. Look at the difference with size with these books. We have colored so many flipping pages. Good grief, I've got to finish that one. The first page we ever completed in Hidden Seasons was this one, and I had such a flipping blast. I've never fixed this page. It is transferring a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. This was every medium we could possibly throw at this, and it took it like a champ. Inktense, pan pastels, zigs, Derwent drawing, you name it, we used it. Then we did, I love this book. So many of my friends bought this book. We did this page. There is a tutorial. This entire book is us hanging out together. This one I absolutely love. This was the Woomers, and it's a win. It's a win. Oh boy. We just did this on Sunday. I haven't seen it since I did it. It's all Derwent Inktense and a little bit of sparkle and Languo gel pens. Was it Languo gel pens? I think so. Why can I not remember? I think it was. I flipping love this page. It's beautiful, and the Inktense works so great. I love this page. This was all polys because polys are the fastest. So that's the English version, and then I have the German edition. The biggest difference between these two books, aside from the size of it, is there's more illustrations in the German edition. So we did, I love this book so much. Like, even though I have duplicates, like some of them are in here, well, they all are. Even though I have duplicates, I'm going to want to color it again. That's how much I love this book. In love with it. Definitely, this is the one I'm reaching for to color in the seasons, without a doubt. We colored this one. I love this one so much too. I love this so much. Was this Polly's or Woomers? I can't remember. I think it was Polly's. It is just gorgeous. It's so bright. I'm just in love with Rita and her style. There's not a page I don't want to color in these books. So what is my favorite page? Instead of saying my favorite page in the book, let's talk about my favorite page that we colored. I think it's got to be this birdhouse page. I love this. I had so much fun. This also is what started that, with what's trending now on YouTube with polys are the fastest. It's like so subtle. Like, I did so much stippling with my eraser for texture. I did a stippling in the background. I am in love with this illustration. I really pushed myself to not color them like birdhouse color, like brown, and to make them really bright. Pushed myself with color shifting, and it taught me a lot. And we did it together. We did it together. This is a really close second. Like, I love every one of these pages so much. I do need to put a poll up for what is the next page that we're going to do. What is the next page that we're going to do? Oh, I'm just so in love. This is another book that can make me cry from looking at it. So that is my answer to my seasonal obsession, is Rita Berman's Hidden Seasons. Question number 12, the FOMO, fear of missing out. This was already the answer to another question, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on it, and it's going to make sense in just a second. My answer is Seasons by Hannah Carlson. So I bought this book from Amazon Japan, I believe, but it's the Dutch version. It is the most expensive book in my collection. I think at the time when I bought this book, it was more than $50 US dollars. That is a lot of money. And I bought it because I was afraid I was never going to get it because it's out of print. So that's why I picked up the book, was for fear that I didn't want to miss out on getting a Hannah Carlson book, which is why I spent my last dime buying this book. So I believe that this is also why I have this as my secret shame because I've only colored one page. Okay, I started the title page, but I've only colored one page. And I would have thought by now I would have colored, 5 pages in this book, but I'm not reaching for it. I bought it because I was afraid I was going to miss out. And I'm ashamed that I'm not getting my money's worth. I'm not getting my money's worth, which is one of the reasons why I have not ordered Hannah's new book yet. Because if I buy it, I'm going to have to spend a lot of money on shipping because it's not out in the United States yet. I haven't seen any flip throughs because I like to be surprised. But I want to color more in her books. I have so many of her books. She's a featured artist and I'm not reaching for her books. So that is my answer to the fear of missing out. And I already shared what my favorite page was in this book. So, and I would say this was my favorite page. It's just my favorite page that I've not painted, which is why I colored this one. Like right away. As soon as I got the book, I did this one. So that is my answer to the FOMO, is Hannah Carlson's Seasons. Question number 13, silent viewer. Okay, I interpreted this question as what you don't see. In other words, I'm not doing any color alongs with this book. I'm barely ever showing it. It's like I have the book and it's in the background. So that's one way to interpret this question. The other is it's silent to me, meaning it's in my collection, but I'm not reaching for it. So not only am I not sharing it with you, but I'm not reaching for it. So my answer to this question is Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. This is a book I absolutely love. This was my first book. I got this and I got Hidden Oceans by Rita Berman. And I have colored in this a few things, never on camera. This is the book that helped me fall in love with adult coloring when I started finding my way with how I want to color, because I'd never colored in my life. And then I put the book away. It's on my shelf, never to be seen or heard from again. Started that one night, months ago, like as soon as I first started coloring, and I'm never picking this up. It's like dust. Dust is on this book. Yeah. And my favorite page in this book is this double page spread. I can just see having so much fun with using, maybe I would grab my Neocolor 2s or even gouache and just get the whole background in. Oh, and I just saw the little snail. I love when I find things, and the ring, this looks like my ring. So that's right. This is a book where you have to find things, and she tells you that in the beginning. Hidden inside. The snail is not one of the things she says is hidden, but it was hiding. It was hiding right there. Yeah, this book has sentimentalness, a vibe to me, because like I said, it's what really started getting me interested in adult coloring. But I started coloring and then threw it to the wayside. So that is my answer for what was the question again? For The Silent Viewer, Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. Question number 14, the villain. So I've also seen this question answered different ways. So I'm interpreting this question as the book that is villainous to me, not a book that has scary or like dangerous things in it. So my answer to this one is Romantic Country by Eerie. The reason why this is villainous to me is because of the daggone paper. The first thing I started coloring in this book, where is it at? was this, and it was all polychromos, and I love how it looks. I had to work so hard to get the daggone polys to lay down. So I did this, and I never wanted to touch this book again. Then a lot of my friends said you want to use water mediums first, or base it with something, or use Prismacolors. This was one of the first books I bought, and I did this and was like, forget it. So then I tried my Tombos, and they feel luxurious. They went down great, but I never did finish this page for Christmas. I was coming over the top with Prismas. Then I grabbed, is it further back here? Then I was using my Zigs, damn, this page is bright, and Tombos, and coming over the top with Prismas. Did I start that yet? I did not. And I did have some issues with the Zigs. So then I got very upset with that, and I didn't want to keep coloring this. And then I came in with my King Art gel sticks, and I kind of fell in love with it. It feels luxurious, like water mediums is probably what you want to use, like no issues on the other side. But it's villainous because I'm not able to just do what I want in the book. It's mean to me. This book is mean to me, meaning I have to like think really hard in order to do anything with this book. I love her illustrations. This is the only book of hers I have, and because of the difficulty with the paper, I have not bought any of her other books. I've also hardly ever reached for this. But I did challenge myself, and I liked what happened here. But once again, I've abandoned the book. I've abandoned it. Jess, my beautiful friend, Coloring Bumblebee, has a whole book collab with this book. And your girl got in on it, and I'm doing this double page spread. I chose this because I can just use all watercolor and gouache and not even worry about pencils. So I'm excited to do this, to get this page, double page done. So yeah, it's villainous. How am I going to color these? It doesn't like my pencils. Maybe I need to try my ChromaFlows in here. I'm just pissed off. I want to use the polys. And Jess, you said you use polys anyway. How does it not frustrate you? I got so frustrated with it. So without a doubt, that is my villain. And my favorite page is the one I'm doing for Jess's collab. Without a doubt. So that is my villain, is Romantic Country by Erie. Question number 15, The Underdog. I don't really feel like any of my books are not appreciated in the coloring space. I don't have books by, not lesser known, is that the way to say it? Lesser known artists? Like I have all like the popular ones, I feel like. So if I had to choose a book, I would choose Serenus du Monde by Diane Dufour. Not because this book is less than, although that's not what the term underdog means, but because I don't think I've ever seen anyone color this book. I don't think I've seen anyone do color alongs with this or like ever show this book. No, I don't think I've ever seen anyone show this book. I am in love with this book. I've already started several pages in this book for a series that I am doing. I am just so in love with this book. So this is the first one. This is 2 different videos. Did I do a video of the sky? I don't think I did. I am in love. This is all water mediums. It takes it like a champ. You can use anything because it's single-sided. I'm in love with this page. This one. I forget what mediums these are, but stay tuned. The videos, I filmed it. I just didn't edit it yet. And I did this one, 3 different water mediums. I love it so stinking much. Absolutely love it. But it's an underdog because no one else is coloring this book. But they're not coloring it. My favorite page in this book, I have so many. My word, I absolutely love this. Who is not going to want to color this page? But my favorite, I just love this one so much. It makes me so happy. I love this one. They're doing each other's hair. I love that because they're in love. They're so in love. I don't think I can choose a favorite because I love them all. They're just so happy. I love this page. She's hot and she knows it. I love this page. It's just, they're so flipping happy. Why are none of my friends coloring? Like, I love this page with all of my heart and soul. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to just choose one. Why am I not coloring in this book more? That is so stinking cute. I would say this is my favorite page. I'm so drawn to it. And just looking at the way I've colored it so far, I'm just so stinking happy. I cannot wait to finish it. So yeah, the underdog is Diane DeFore because none of my friends are ever coloring in this book. Serenus de Monde. Number 16, Identity Crisis. All right. This was a tough one because I didn't think I had any books in my collection that have multiple different styles, but I do. I did recently get some books. Thanks again, Jana, for sending them to me. I have a huge haul video coming your way, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. But the book in my collection with the multiple personalities is Bad Girls Halloween Special by Coloring Heaven. So the reason why is because there are 40 different designs that are all totally different. Okay, it's different because it's different artists. So you have alternating thickness of lines and the style is kind of like cartoonish. Then you've got this, which looks kind of weird. It's missing some stuff, like she doesn't have her eyes in and her body is disappearing. So it's more dark to like lighter. Then you have this. I'm never coloring this. What is this? Is this supposed to be grayscale? This is just not something I would ever color. I'm not in love with these at all. This is totally different. Kind of like a weird vibe to it. Other completely different line work and her body is missing. Is it? I guess it's not. She's cute, but where's her legs? More grayscale. This is very pretty. It looks so realistic. They are single-sided, so you could use multiple different mediums. The paper feels okay, but it doesn't feel that great. So within each of the illustrators, they're similar. Their illustrations look similar. I say that, but this, Mayumi, and this are by the same person, but they look totally different. Look at this. It's more like pale here, like trying to do some kind of shading, even in some other spots. It almost looks dirty there. And this, there is no shading. And this too is the same artist, really different style. Like I wouldn't know it's from the same illustrator. I do like skulls. But like this page and this page look totally different. This is like a creepy kind of style. I am drawn to something like this. She's eating an oh, I thought it was an olive, but it's her eye. Eat me, that's cute. I'm very drawn to this. I think, is that my favorite page? Definitely inspired for really creepy things. And now we're back to more of this very, very dark grayscale. It doesn't really leave much room for you to do anything. It's already done. I don't know if it would be worth coloring this because it looks like a photograph and it's done. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. And that's the same girl, you're just seeing her twice. Yeah, my favorite page in this book is this one. So yeah, identity crisis because it's just a bunch of different illustrators. Not that the illustrations aren't great. And I'm going to grab this. I don't like these at all, but I am going to grab for this in the Halloween season. So that is my Identity Crisis Bad Girls Halloween special from Coloring Heaven. Question number 17, nostalgic. This was a no-brainer. Without a shadow of a doubt, friends, Inklings by Johanna Basford. This book made me cry. My face was wet. My eyes were totally wet the whole entire time. And that's because I do have a completed page in here. I love that daggone lemur. The reason why this is so nostalgic is because this book reminds me of my family. I just see my grandmother on these pages. I see my grandfather. I see where I live now with the tractors. It makes me think of my childhood, even though I never colored. The circus I didn't go to as a child because my dad left me at home and I was looking out the window and I was crying. Look, I remember. That's what came to mind here. And I know my dad wasn't trying to hurt me. I was only 3. But I do have that memory. I was so sad. Looking at this, it makes me think of my grandfather because he worked on a pier in Brooklyn. All of these bags, it makes me think of my mom because she always had so many purses. I'm going to start crying again just looking at this book. This is my mom. My mom and my Uncle Donnie and my Aunt Rosemary. My mom, because we were always at the beach, Jones Beach in Long Island. We would drive out there, but we would also go to other beaches. Coney Island wasn't the best, but we would go there sometimes. Rockaway. I loved collecting shells, so I also would ride my bike over the Reese Park Bridge from Brooklyn to Queens. I had a towel safety pinned around my waist, and I rode there with my bathing suit on. Because if you're going to go in the water in Queens, you can't have too many things with you because it could get stolen. So I just a few things. And this is Breezy Point. I'd have to sneak in there if I didn't go with my Uncle Donnie and Aunt Rosemary. Because you had to have you had to be a member to get in there. But if I had my bike, I could just go right through the sign, like right through the thing and pretend I live there. This is my grandma. She had that coffee pot. That's the milk. She had that coffee pot. When I flip through this book, it's like I'm going down memory lane. It makes me really sad, but really happy at the same time. I am gonna start crying. I love this book with all of my heart and soul. This might be my favorite book right now, and I've only colored one page because it really means something to me. It's a special book for me. So that is my answer for nostalgic is Johanna Basford's Inklings. Question 18, the one that got away. This is also a hard question because I haven't been coloring very long. So I picked one that I had the highest hopes for, that I believed that I was going to color so much that you, my beautiful friends, told me I should get, and I've never done anything in this book. Joseph Cadenbang's Mythographic Magical Earth. I have not colored in any mythographic book, and I bought this so that I could my gateway into the mythographic book series. There's so many pages that I love. I have colored in a mythographic book. I colored in Aviary. That's right. When I was thinking about this, when I was doing this last night to choose my answers, I bought this book first, and then I was gifted Aviary, and I chose to use that book first. So I totally just skipped over this one. I skipped over it. And my favorite page, I love this page. My favorite page in this book, oh, I know which one it is. That seeing those jellyfish reminded me. I love this page. I love so many pages in this book. Why am I not using this book? I love this one. I flipping love this. Why am I not coloring this book, friends? This is what's now with spring, and it's in the shape of an umbrella with all the flowers. I love this page. This makes me think of my grandson when we took him to see those statues. Definitely go back and watch my flip through of this. If you haven't already, I love this page because, of course, she's got an umbrella. This one definitely got away. It got away from me. Oh, it's this page. Who is not going to want to sit on a jellyfish swing? I love this page. I love so many pages. I love more pages in this book than in Aviary. But this is sitting on the shelf collecting dust along with Lost Ocean from Johanna Basford. So Mythographic Magical Earth is the one that got away. Question number 19, The Rebel. I'm interpreting this question as one that's not like any other book in my collection. And because I'm so new to coloring, all of my books are kind of similar because I have a certain vibe, I guess. But this book was given to me, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say if it was given to me. I didn't purchase it. But the Rebel that I picked is Tales from the Stars by Anna Iwa. I'm not going to even try to pronounce her last name. This is a magnificent book. It's big. It's hardcover, which is really nice. And the paper is super thick. So you can see like the drawings in the front of the book and the sign and who created the artwork. But I don't have anything else like this. Like, this is a book you read. They are single-sided if you don't care about getting rid of that. The images are gorgeous. But it's so unique. Not like anything else. I don't have any other Zodiac books. This is the only one. I don't have any other books that have where you can see the colored in versions. That's not true. Kirby's books have other colorists like coloring some of his images, and Ken Matsuka, if I'm saying his name right, has colored in pages, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. With all different artists. It's gorgeous. So you can look there and then go find it like in the front of the book. Are they all in here? They might not all be in here. Is that one in here? Okay, so they're not all in here. Are they in the back? So you don't have all of the examples, but you have some. It's an interesting book. I don't know if I'm drawn to like zodiacs. but I've never done it. Where's Virgo? That's what I am. Libra. Let's fast forward. Scorpio. Sagittarius. I already passed it. So this is my sign. I mean, am I going to color this? It's already done. I'm not drawn to that either. This is super pretty. I could see coloring this. The paper really does feel phenomenal. So yeah, this is the only book I have with zodiacs, and it's like a story. Like you're supposed to read this. So this is my answer to The Rebel. What did you think about these questions and my answers? If you have a channel, consider yourself tagged, and I'd love to hear your answers to these questions. If you do decide to make this video, be sure to tag Allie at Color Mama 360 and also tag me so that I can give your video some love. If you made it to this point in the video, will you put a rainbow emoji? Because the world is just so much brighter with a rainbow. I flipping love you guys with all of my heart and soul, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.